Hello everybody, my name is That Joe Guy, and welcome back to Dark Souls. We are Great Hall, Gwyn's Castle, and like I promised, we're going to have a little bit of a wander today. Nothing too much I need to talk about. I do remember that I forgot to have a look at the Soul of Ornstein. Acquire many souls or create unique weapon, fairly standard fare. Soul of Ornstein, Dragon Slayer Knight who guards the cathedral, well not anymore, in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Special beings have special souls. Lord Gwyn granted this soul to his four most trusted knights. Lord Gwyn granted this soul to his four most trusted knights, eh? Right, it's the Soul of Ornstein, but it wasn't his originally then, I guess. He had a soul... This soul to his foremost trusted... It's an interesting choice of weapons. Lord Gwyn was able to give a soul to 4 knights. Was the Executioner one of them? It's quite interesting that they sort of hung out together like this, isn't it? I mean, if you look, these lifts are... maybe not built for Ornstein and built for Smaug, but built for... Let's see who died. Hey, I used to have that shield. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, it's a tough fight, no doubt, no doubt. What about this one? Oh, magic. Magic user. Could that be even more difficult? Oh, they tried, and probably did succeed in the end, one way or another. Maybe... I mean, these lifts look like they're for Smaug and Ornstein, which would suggest that they are, you know, the designated guardians of this area, but... Well, we know Smaug's job description. He was an executioner with his massive hammer and ceremonial armor. So it suggests more sort of for big gods and for small gods. So I guess some gods were kind of human-sized. Some of the lords that lived in the city were human-sized and some were large. I mean, Guinevere herself would be able to fit on that lift, but definitely not on that lift. Yeah, so... And as for having a Dragon Slayer around... I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of Dragon Slayers here, and I was actually thinking about this the other day when I was doing the editing. It's like, there's Dragon Slayers all over this place. That big bow that we got, yeah, the Dragon Slayer bow. Hawkeye Go, one of Gwyn's 4 knights. Yeah, so one of the 4 knights, so he must have had the same soul as Ornstein. Probably split into 4. Maybe that kind of made them of one mind. Huh. What's it they say about humanity again? The soul is the source of all life. So soul is the fire. Well, souls are at least in the fire. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinction is left for humanity? I don't know. And how would a twin humanity come about as well? Like, seriously. 2 souls tightly bound? Because we can possess more than one humanity as undead. God damn, this is getting philosophical way too early. I don't know. I never know. That's the point. It's conjecture and it's fun. But basically today, we're going to get on our way and we're going to do a little bit of wandering. I want to explore, I say the rest of Anor Londo. I'm not sure I'm going to like cover everything else that there is here to explore. Because honestly, I'm not sure if I've explored everywhere in Anor Londo in my Dark Souls career before. But still, we're going to get on our way to do a little bit of that. I want to head back to the Undead Burg and the areas surrounding that, because there's a couple things I need to do there, particularly around Firelink Shrine. So, let's go. I don't think I'm going to bother with the Sentinels, honestly. I feel like I've taken them enough throughout my lifetime. Whoop. This Silver Archer guy at top, though. And that's a different story. He just happens to be in the way. Whoop. Can I go around you, please? There we go. That's better. So I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want those Sentinels to come up the stairs too far now. Trying to riposte just for the hell of it, but yeah, not working too well. So where's left to go in Anor Londo, you might ask? Because it seems like I've explored every avenue that's available to me. Well, not quite. For that, we will go to attorney tower in the center. I think that's it. I mean, it might even be worth me having a little bit of a wander around the other areas. Whoop. This could be bad, or it could be really good. Surprise! Bye. Yep, that's about it, isn't it? The rooms and such like that, what we explored on the, I guess you'd call that wing. I'm not sure if it's the west or the east or the north or the south or whatever, but the left wing of the castle. I'm not sure if there's any more rooms to explore over there. I don't think so. I feel like I did everything. However, you can turn the switch again. It's anybody's guess whether or not I'll get the direction right the first time. Let's just go for it. Here we go. Looks like it did it the right way. Okay. I think this might actually be the Great Hall, so I think I actually made a whoopsie there. Yeah, this is the Painted Hall again. Painted Hall. Painting Hall. I don't know why I call it the Painted Hall, but I think it actually fits. But if you remember, actually, this was the bottom level of the staircase that we did before. So, what's on the bottom layer now? One wonders, one will see. If the staircase ever ends. Yeah, it does. Here we go. Oh my. Another statue of Gwyn. Anybody else hear like another crackling of armor there? I don't know, there's another bonfire down here. It's quite good, isn't it? Bonfire lit. Kinda weird though, it's a little bit out of the way, isn't it? What's this? Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. This Guinevere is the firstborn, right? Which one am I using? Good. Just in case I accidentally hit the A button and break the other ring. Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who inherited the sunlight, once wore this ancient ring. Boosts the strength of miracles. Lord Gwyn's firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. Oh, so not Guinevere. Oh. Lord Gwyn's firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals. His foolishness. What was he foolish about, I wonder? Rescinding of his deific status. Because we heard about that, didn't we? We heard the god of war and in the description for the sunlight medals said he was stripped from the annals and lost his deity status, and we theorized it was Knight Solaire. And it boosts the strength of miracles. Inherited the sunlight. Interesting. See, Guinevere is the Lady of Sunlight. So let's say Solaire is. This is clearly some sort of graveyard. Huh. Yeah, let's hear Guinevere is the Lady of Sunlight, and Solaire is Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who was foolish somehow. I guess Guinevere inherited the sunlight after he was stripped of it. Makes sense. I mean, that's why he's always in pursuit of his very own sun. It completely fits. It really does. Huh. It's weird here, though. It's a graveyard of some description. Not a yard exactly, but I mean, look. Memoriam. And all these Gwyn knights surrounding it. I don't know, I mean... Are these like Gwyn knights' graves, or are these like other gods? If the fire started to fade, maybe the gods started dropping off. It's possible. I mean, the city does look like it was once like majorly populated. And it was a city of the gods, so yeah, it kind of makes sense that way. I don't know. Let's move on though. Honestly, I thought the area was a bit larger. That's fine, though. Whatever's down there, and presumably there is something. I should have tried to push it the other way, actually. I don't think there's a level lower than this, but I'm actually going to try. Because this brings us back up to the... Yeah, that's kind of where we want it to stay, isn't it? So we'll go that way. Back down, and we'll see if we can push it further. Speed up. Thank you. No. Okay, didn't think so. Whatever, worth trying. Hey! What's this message say? Oh, right, yeah. No, that's just the painting hall. Alright. Upstairs now. Zoom. And that's how I want it to stay. Right, well with that done, I think it's actually time to leave Anor Londo. I thought there was a bit more here, honestly. Just goes to show memory fails. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. This is the realm of sun. We've been here a while now. It's time to head back into the slightly murkier depths of Lordran. Where should I go first? Need stomach. Need what? Guts, perhaps? Be brave? That makes tenuous sense at best. Rise. Don't know where we're gonna go first. I'll certainly miss the grandeur of this place. Empty as it seems. Actually, you know, out of curiosity. Out of curiosity. Let's have a check over here. Hello. But I don't have to deal with your buddies, but I can deal with you. Oh, wow, I really did press dodge there. These guys have got a slight green tint about them. There we have it. Or is that just green sunlight reflecting off grass or some bollocks? I don't know. Looks nice over there, though. That's where I would live if I lived here. And you know, if I'm going to succeed Lord Gwyn, I probably will wind up living here, so... they probably won't let me live down there, though. They'll probably make me live in there. It's kind of a shame. I don't really like that. Too many empty rooms. Be wary of a monster. Yeah, okay, I thought since we're sort of dusting off Anor Londo, I wanted to see if this had been revealed yet, but no, not yet. Not yet, but in the future at some point. Well, that was a waste of time. Let's go back and pretend that didn't happen. I had a feeling about that wall. My hunches, they're not working. Yeah. What is there to do? I'm finally trying the Lord Vessels 1, but I kind of had that in my head that I would do that at the end of the session. You know, I was thinking about Guinevere, actually. Quite often in the Undeadburg, we saw... Well, actually, let's go and see. Now that I have a certain ability. Bonfire head, yes, yes. This place last time was littered with, like, notices which said illusionary wall, but I think they were just trying to mess with me. Hey, do you have anything you'd say?
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted.
Her wish. Wonder what her wish is, a return to the way it was? I mean, Guinevere did seem to say sort of, you know, prevent further undead sacrifices, a return of the fire, all that classic stuff.
Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend, He turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research.
Really?
At the Regal Archives, he immersed himself in research on scales of immortality. The one thing that he did not have, but his very research drove him mad. The Archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments. Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden Archives. It looms over this land high atop the mountain. But I should warn against even an approach.
It's very, very interesting, actually, because that'll be... If it looms high over the mountain, that's the place where we're kind of heading off. That's that big orange door that we can't go through at the moment. The orange light. Huh. See Thescalis is in there? Seems like everybody in this world who mattered at one point or another has either gone mad or died. Such people like you to keep the fire going, isn't it?
If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all.
What team we make, huh? Gold and orange. Sorry, gold and silver. I've had problems with colors recently. We look cool. Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's like the most expositional thing that's ever happened to me in Dark Souls, honestly. That's kind of... No. Okay, that's fine. Let's rest. Let's warp. But yeah, the most anybody's ever told me at one time. You should tell me more stuff. Right. Firelink Shrine, eventually. Sunlight Altar, Chamber of the Princess, Darkmoon Tomb. Darkmoon Tomb. That wasn't there before. Where is that? This is how we warp. Oh. Oh, so this is Darkmoon Tomb. We heard mention of the Darkmoon before. It's associated with Gwyn's lastborn, Gwyndolin, who also seems to, I don't know, not be represented in the same way that Guinevere is. I mean, Solaire was, assuming it's Solaire, was expunged from the annals. Gwyndolin is hardly mentioned except in the context of this Darkmoon thing. At least he gets a room for a tomb. Wish I could examine some of these, I really do. Wait, didn't we hear mention of like something else? Something else that was to do with the... Didn't I just see it there? Huh. Yeah, I think I did. First of all though, I want to go to... Hell do I want to go? Okay. For plot purposes, there's a couple places I want to go. I'm gathering information, as it were. Good, that's where I thought it was. Ah, it's nice to hear the old thwacking of Andre again. Evans to Betsy, it's been a while. Back in the... amongst the embers of Lordran. Yeah, there's not many... There's not as much embers around Anor Londo, is it? It's like nothing there. Oh yeah, you guys. You footnotes. Whoop. Yeah. Right. Undead Parish, here we go. There's a little bit of things I need to work past in order to get there. With new ability. Oh yeah, forgot about you. God damn it. There. One hit, but the problem is they're very quick. And here we go. And we go up and back in. Ow! That was a cheat, that was. There. Probably not safe to do that. Remember not to be clever with these guys. Hordy, but... I need to do a horizontal swipe across like this. And again. Like that lunge. Bang. God damn those guys. Feels weird to be back here, though. Everything feels a lot smaller. The rooms, everything. Built for human-sized people. Not gods. It's kind of dingy and almost depressing in a way. Oh god, I thought it was a real gargoyle out there for a second. Here we go. Doesn't this take you back? I was semi-naked back then. I'm about the opposite of that now. What is the opposite of semi-naked? Almost too clothed? And there he is, look, he's still here. Hey there. Oswald the Pardoner, if I'm not very much mistaken.
Greetings, and welcome back.
Hi.
I am pleased to see the preserving my humanity.
Well, such as it is. Do I have any sin? I do. Need 33,000 souls to purge my sin. What did I do, I wonder? I have no idea. I think I abandoned a covenant. I think I abandoned the Warriors of Sunlight. Which I made a mistake with that. The covenant you join with Princess Guinevere is the Princess Guard, whereas the covenant I'm part of is the Covenant of Chaos. I think abandoning that without going to this guy and abandoning my covenant first means I have sin, and that is a lot of sin to purge. I'm actually going to need to work on that a little bit. I'll probably do it off session because that amount goes up with your level. I'll do that soon because I don't want to be targeted. And that sort of brings us to what I'm here for. Book of the Guilty, that's why I saw something. The goddess of Sin Velka oversees this list of the guilty who have disrespected the gods of their covenants, or their covenants, and shall one day face the wrath of the blades of the Dark Moon. Okay, we're maybe starting to piece this a bit together now. I knew I saw that name on that loading screen. The Dark Moon Blades are the covenant and they are a covenant in this game that pursue the guilty like me. And yeah, I guess they're associated with this Gwendolyn guy. And think about it, the Darkmoon Tomb, I guess that's where previous Darkmoon Blades who have died are interred. Makes sense that there's so little there. Gwendolyn involved. Begs the question, that statue that was missing from the from the Great Hall, was that Solaire or was that Gwendolyn, do you think? It has to be one of them. But it's strange that the other one didn't even get a statue in the first place. I don't know.
Hast thou acquaintance with Petrus of Thur?
I do.
I wager you two have likely found much in common. For is he not too drenched in sin?
Alright, okay. You're meant to be a partner. Stop having to go with me. I can't afford to be sinless at the moment.
Hast thou
I do. Interesting. Petrus of Thurland seems like a very sinless person.
Thou art welcome. It is only human to commit a sin.
Oh, your laugh is like, ugh. Now that I've killed Lautrec, you are the most alive person with the most disturbing laugh. Right, okay, well, that's that done. You know, this building is also where I found Lautrec. Speaking of, who's in a cell here? What was he doing in that cell? Something's tracking my movement. Come here, you. No patience. Who's in here? And it's boarded up bit. Yeah. I don't know, maybe, why would... Who is around to imprison anybody in this environment? Some of the knights stand guard, maybe, but usually they just go in for the kill. I guess Lautrec failed at conquering the tower. I get the impression that Lautrec had fairly lofty ambitions, and that what he was doing it for his goddess, Fina. Hello. See, everybody can hear me because I'm massively loud now. Did I attract your attention too? Ow. Kind of downside of being loud. I've done a lot of wandering in this time. Oh yeah. That note is literally no help to anybody by the time you get there though. Oh yes. Here I am as well. Just kind of wandering around at the moment. Where do I want to go to next? Actually, it's just down the way, so let's move this way. Here we go. Whoop. Missed. I'm actually quite low on health. Whoops. Still have that out. I want this. What? Yeah, I'm not interested in you, really. Whoop. Just playing with these guys now. Hey, is that dragon still in there? He is. But he usually flies off. Yeah, there he goes. It's very big. Very big. Huh. This woman. I mean, could it be Guinevere? She's dressed far more modestly than I would expect of Guinevere, honestly. But she is wearing a crown. Holding a baby, wearing a crown. Well, you know, Gwyn had children. Solaire! Hi.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Forgive me. I was just pondering about my poor fortune. I did not find my own son, not in Anor Londo, nor in Twilight Blight Town. Where else might my son be? Lost Izalith? Or the tomb of the Grave Lord? But I cannot give up. I became undead to pursue this. But when I peer at the sun up above, it occurs to me, what if I am seen as a laughingstock? As a blind fool without reason? Well, I suppose they wouldn't be far off.
The laugh doesn't sound as sure of itself as it used to be. Everybody comes here for their own reasons, man, honestly. One's as good as the other when it comes to this point.
Oh, hello there. I will stay there. The sun is a wondrous body. If only I could be so...
It's heavily implied that Solaire is this expunged deity.
Oh, if I...
And of course, you know, he came here to find something and he's not getting it, and nor would he. There's probably no way for an undead to attain godhood except through what I'm doing. You know, this statue... Just confirm, I am right in this, right? Just go for the warp thing, yeah. By process of elimination, this is the sunlight altar. Makes sense you'd find Solaire here. This, I suspect, due to the sword, was a statue of Gwyn himself, just due to the way that Gwyn is seen holding his sword in other statues of him. Very pedestrian altar here. It's interesting. As for this woman, I mean, I guess I can buy that this was the mother of Guinevere and Solaire and Gwyndolin. Wonder which one that was. Or just representing her with kind of a generic child. Shows her as mother. The kid's holding a sword. What? Sword war? Maybe maybe that baby is Solaire? Hello there. I mean, the only people we see depicted with sort of a sword who could be... It's not Guinevere, certainly, and we don't know anything about Gwyndolin, except for the fact that that his Darkmoon Covenant members sometimes use those arrows. Again, not really with a sword. I mean, it does have a thing called the Darkmoon Blades, but considering we've seen so little mention of Gwyndolin, I doubt it's him. there. Him, her. Gwendolyn's a girl's name, right? Her. Yeah, I think that's probably the mother and a baby Solaire. Kind of makes sense if Solaire was the firstborn. This is all very interesting. It's quite good to actually come back to Lordran and have a bit of a wander around. Explore these old areas. Having said that, I don't think there's much else here that I'm too interested in. We've got Blighttown down below. We're going to have to go down there eventually. Quite soon, actually, come to think about it. What else have we got? Darkmoon Tomb, Undead Parish. Ugh. The depths. No, nothing much there. Honestly, I think it's time to return to Firelink Shrine. Oh, we can warp here. Here we go. Been a while since I've been here. Oh wow! People are just turning up all over the place. Hey there.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful.
You're welcome.
You know, I was thinking the gates, the old fortress. Was that your doing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Ooh! Beautiful! Thank you very much.
There you are.
Aye.
I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Cool. Nice of him to actually thank me finally. That's really quite nice of him to give me that too.
There you are. No.
Heading down below though, you do look prepared for the worst. I've never seen you actually holding a weapon and interesting spiky shield which actually really matches you. You just brought everything from home, didn't you? Hey! Crestfallen Warrior's gone. Huh. That is strange. Kind of a bit of a wander here. Well, actually, you know, let's go down. I don't actually think I have that Soul of the Firekeeper on me. Maybe it'll just acknowledge that it's in my possession. Where's that Crestfallen Warrior? Can I restore the... Yeah. I can't restore the soul because I don't have it with me because I'm a nub like that. God damn it. Alright. Can I warp using this? No. Damn it. Oh, alright. Fine. Where's the nearest bonfire? This is stupid. Oh. Kingseeker Framped is awake. Do you know, actually... Should we do this now? Give him Lord Vessel? Now? First of all, though. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to do this now. I was going to wait until the end of the session to do that, but screw it. I'm here. Another child. No sword on this one, but still a baby. Sitting on this throne of bark. She's a very modestly dressed woman. She's not in a crown or anything like that. I don't even know if it's the same person, honestly. Alright. Framped, me fellow. Kingseeker Framped. Primordial Serpent. Primordial. What does that word mean? I don't know. Well, there's the crow.
Heavens! You have done it!
Yeah, man.
You have retrieved the Lord Vessel. After 1,000 years, it is you. It is really you.
Excited? Excited.
Forgive me. I really should calm down.
It's alright.
Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
Alright. Why am I being still? Ah! Hey! Gross!